There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Random DOS Game Show. And is that the core logo? Didn't I make Tomb Raider? Okay, we've got Big Race, first prize. There's a shady looking fella. What's the first prize gonna be? A golden tortoise shell? Oh no, it's like some kind of racer. And it's caveman era. And oh yes, of course, the Roadrunner style let's paint a tunnel thing. That's quite a nice introduction actually. It's a very sort of cartoonish, stylized caveman thing going on. And that is definitely not Bam Bam from the Flintstones. That is his non-union equivalent. And this is BC Racers. Alright. Race difficulty easy. Options or start. Let's just see what happens if I hit start. So, we have a selection of racers. And it looks like there's two in each of the racing machines. So, let's go with this guy. He's the one with Bam Bam. The guy who's definitely not Bam Bam. Okay. So, let's see what this engine's like. Or not. Okay, so I'm trying this again, and it turns out that the controls are Q, A, and then you have the little parenthesis-y things, the comma and the full stop, to control the rest. So we're fourth at the minute, and I tell you what, this engine is quite smooth. The music is unremarkable. We've passed Steggy, but we've run into the sort of Flintstonesy environment there. There's another Steggy. Okay. We can use the pavement to our advantage. We're in second. Ah, stupid Steggy! Don't you dare do that again! There we are. Second place. Comes right after first, according to Buzz Aldrin. Can we get... We're in first place! Thank you, random person! Hey, I won the first race! So, what happened there was a common theme in racing games. There's some nice ladies congratulating us. So, Granite and Tina, that's us I think, got 8 points. Except Cliff and Roxy is selected. I thought we finished first. Huh. So I guess we'll do this track instead. Let's go! Oh. So, we've got some lights this time round, but unfortunately, I have no idea where I'm going. Oh dear. So, somebody tried to be clever here with the graphics. For those who don't know, this is essentially wacky races, wacky wheels, scunny Mario Kart, that sort of kart racing genre, but with prehistoric people. And the frame rate is much better than scunny and wacky wheels, I'll give it that. But graphically, I mean, it's very stylized. But this level in particular, I'm struggling with. And I have misread. I've misread the bit at the bottom. Sorry, it takes a bit to concentrate here. I was looking at the lap screen, which says 1, when really I was 6th. So I'm not doing particularly well here. Yes, that was somewhat embarrassing. So, 0 points still, which gives me 1 point in total. But I'm just trying out these various tracks. We'll see if I do any better on this one. I mean, you don't need me to play this for, you know, any length of time. because you know exactly what this is, and having a conversation with an audience while trying to play this game of extreme reflexes and speed is difficult. So I'm gonna have to utilize my Wacky Races skills. Why do I keep saying Wacky Races? It's Wacky Wheels. Wacky Races was the cartoon with Muttley and Dick Dastardly and so on. Remember that? I remember that. And they'll be like, Lawnie, this channel, blatant nostalgia baiting. Heaven forbid. Seriously though, it's a lot better, this track. It's a lot clearer. The rendering is a little pixelated, and I'm giving a much better accounting of myself for the fans. Look at that. Second. And actually second this time, not me reading the thing wrong. Let's see if I can pip them to the post at the last. Oh, not quite. I nearly had them. I nearly had Granite, I think their name was. I'm not sure. But hey, second's a good result in this Arabian-themed... It sounds like CD audio, actually. There we go. Same nice ladies as before. But look at that. We got 5 points from this race. This isn't bad. This isn't bad by any means. So, we're still way off pace for the season. I'm not sure if there's any way to save. I think you just have to play through. It's like almost like a proof of concept thing, in a way. You'd feel like there should be more options in between races. But it's like, look, we have a halfway decent race engine. Oh no. We have a halfway decent race engine, which is a bit pixelated. And by a bit, I mean a lot. Oh, a bridge! Whoa! Ow. Huh. Okay, I'll have to remember that. Your first lap of a track you've never done before is all about getting the layout. You know? And while this is okay, the more I play it, the more I'm sort of like, it's alright. Oh, got myself stuck under the bridge there. Yeah, I'm not really feeling this. I think the big problem is there's so much going on. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. There's so much going on in terms of the graphics that you almost get lost. Maybe that's just me being terrible, I don't know, but... Oh, dear. I am not giving a good accounting of myself on this. Every single time into that sign... Can't you see, Lawnie? The answer is more or less. What? Race over? So I was so bad that I had to use a continue. Alright, let's try one more time, and then I'll give my opinions on this. I just ate a pile of meat, and I also did it in the game. Had some nice jerky. Anyway, I sound so American talking about jerky. But, you know, it's to get into the spirit of the whole caveman thing. Oh, no. Not much to say about this, unfortunately. You're still with me? You're still listening? It's like, people could have looked into this, like, 5 minutes ago and been like, yep, it's a kart racing game. The graphics are just okay. You know? But I think I might just have to stop at this juncture. Ah, he knocked me off. Final lap. Let's see if I can keep the pace. I'm down in 8th again. Oh dear. How embarrassing. Hey, I finished, right? I finished. Come on, game. No, apparently I didn't. So even though you finished the race, if it says race over, then, you know, your game's over. But I mean, that was good timing, because I was starting to tire of that. So what is BC Racers? It's another kart racing game, and there's not that many of them, to be honest. It reminds me of Wacky Wheels, but the frame rate is much higher, and the terrain is a lot more difficult to see. Things were a bit indistinct and pixelated, and that worked against it, unfortunately. Who would I recommend it for? I mean, it's pretty obvious. If you like kart racing games and you've played Wacky Wheels and Scunny to death, then yeah, here's another one, but don't expect it to be quite as good. And if you like me talking about random DOS games, I do it all the time. Feel free to take a look at hundreds of other videos on my channel, and if you like what you see there, you can always subscribe. And if you somehow enjoyed my stalled and terrible commentary on BC Racers, you might be one of my very tolerant patrons, who listen to me stumble over words and lapse into silence all the time. Look at those great names. They could undoubtedly win a caveman-themed rally. So yeah, you've got my opinion on this one. It's a sort of mid-tier kart racing game, and there's a reason you don't hear of it much anymore. Not bad, but not amazing. Until next time.